Hey everybody, how are we? How are we doing tonight? So yes, tonight we will be We will be starting the actual poster child of this update. We'll be going through Zenless Stones Zeros 1.6 Silver Soldier Anby. Words. Why are they hard to say? Ugh, this is what happens when you don't eat for over 12 hours. Anyway, as I said on our little description, we'll be going through Anby's side story. So, you would think with the amount of advertising or how much, this version of Anby is the poster child of this update. I mean, let's be honest, she has more real estate on the update art than, Hugo or Vivian. But yeah, here we are. So we will be going over her story. If there's any other side events, we'll take a look at those. And we'll probably do one Hollow Zero run just to see the new stuff they've changed and the new stuff they've added. If you're wondering why I did not do the Silver Soldier Anby side story when it came out, well, it wasn't all out at the time. I'd rather we do everything in one go. So, yeah, let's go, shall we? And let's go. And as you saw, I've already pulled
just
for
came back from
Anby and I got
waterfall
her.
soup.
Still not without her engine, though. That's been painful.
What happened? Did something come up with General Chop?
No, nothing really. It might not even be a big deal. General Chop just mentioned that Soldier 11 hasn't come to eat noodles at the shop for quite some time. We haven't heard from her in a while either.
Maybe she's out on a mission?
On a mission? But even then, she'd still try to reply to messages from you. That's what she did before. This is starting to worry me now. If only her squad mates were with her.
Oh. Oh, really? This was not voiced? Oh, come on. If I'm not mistaken, you're back to inquire about Soldier 11 again. When was the last time you got some shut-eye? They're closed right now. Don't worry, I'm fine. And I can't rest until I've confirmed her whereabouts. Recently, she keeps getting redeployed, and I haven't been able to contact her, which is very unusual. We are colleagues after all, so I thought perhaps you might have some information. Ah, you're in luck. However, I want you to promise me something. Don't push yourself too hard, and go get a good night's sleep, for her sake, if nothing else. Thanks. I'll do it for you too, Ray. I know you say that to everyone, but fine, here goes. Someone who looks a lot like Soldier 11 was spotted in Hollow Zero. According to the eyewitness accounts, she was with some armed individuals who were not Defense Force personnel. I'll send you the precise coordinates. Are you heading out now, Trigger? Oh, here we go. I guess we'll be playing as Trigger for a bit.
I've got your back.
I'll help you win.
Milo.
Sokaku!
Standing. He's the I'll protect. Number 0. Anby.
If you're wondering how I've built my version of Anby, don't... Yes, I know I have a huge disparity between my crit rate and crit damage. I blame that due to my horrible luck at getting discs. So, I would have preferred if that went to the crit damage stat, but I'm not going to complain. That's literally the best one I've gotten. Like, I would put this on, but I think I have enough crit damage. I need more crit rate. For disc 2, this one was actually, again, my best one. I mean, I could do this, but crit damage, crit rate... No, I'm keeping this one, because again, I think I have more than enough crit damage. For 3... Again, I would go on this one, because it gives me more crit rate, but I'm undecided on this disc. But the thing is, I did need to complete the 2-piece, so that's why it's there. And I didn't have a viable swap for this one. And yes, I have crit damage on her disc 4, because for the love of God, I cannot get crit rate to save my life. And besides, the other crit rate disc is being used. This one, I could not get an electric damage buff, so I just said, you know what, screw it, we'll just go standard attack buff, because this one has bonus crit damage to it. Yeah. And finally, another attack disc. And this is the best one I've made. I have gone through all of my reserve energy getting this thing. But yeah, that's the best that I could do for now, because I literally have no reserve energy left, other than what I've been building up since we last played. Yeah, and also the Wenjin itself, I know it's not her signature, but it's got crit rate. So yeah, that's literally the only reason I put it on her. I could give her Nekomatas, but it's already being used by Nekomata. Yeah, I had no other crit rate engine other than this one, but this one's already been in use. And this one is already in use. So yeah. Anyways, if you're wondering why it's not maxed, it's because I didn't finish the event in time. But yeah, we'll go in with these two, and let's... Thank you, Anby, for your theme song, but let's go.
We've arrived at the coordinates Ray provided. She's so kind. Ether vision activate.
So I do like how this is effectively just like Zhuyuan's auto attack combo, assuming you have bullets in her gun. For a stunner at that. So let's see. Nothing else? Nothing else.
Suspicious ether fluctuations over there.
Oh, crap. That was
Adjusting for wind.
Roger. Wide open.
I'll pierce right through.
I probably didn't need to hold the special on that one, but, you know, might as well.
Engaging head on. Ether
Like,
vision activate.
when you think about it, Andy has to literally be like the dream or the ideal for any dual blades main in Monster Hunter. I mean, look how fast he'll just zip like that. But granted, now that I think about it, has dual blades ever gotten a ranged variance in any world game?
This bullet will reach its mark.
Down strategy. Off balance.
You're in my sight.
There we go. But yeah, that would actually be cool if dual blades, I don't know, one specific style could just throw one of their blades and just chase after it. Oh, what the hell? Where are you guys? Don't hit me. You're from the Defense Force, a soldier of the people. You can't just go dishing out vigilante justice, can you? I don't need to get my hands dirty. I just need to leave you in a place where no harm can find you and remove your protective gear. It'll be the corruption here that takes your life. Fine, I'll tell you everything. You're looking for that woman, right? The one wearing a military uniform like yours with that, intriguing face? The others already restrained her and took her that way. Is that so? Thank you for your cooperation. Ah, so he just knocked the guy out. Okay.
That's Soldier 11?
Huh? Oh!
Take out that sniper.
I won't let you take her.
I mean, to be fair, Sniper really wouldn't go into melee range or close range at all. Oh, I missed that ult. I messed up that ultimate.
Ether vision activate.
Okay, why can't we move the camera here if we can't change where she's aiming?
Target locked. Right on cue.
That is a bit of a curious design choice, or maybe it's just like something I'm not getting.
Time to pin them down.
Oh, hello.
Adjusting for wind. Increase firepower. Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill.
Oh, I messed up the timing there.
Wide open. Show no mercy. Time to pin them down.
Well, at least we got it done. Let's see. Amidst all of the etheric disturbance, Trigger 11 catches sight of Soldier 11. However, something feels off. Soldier 11 is not acting like her usual self.
Soldier 11! No. Damn it. You should have been no match for her. What did you do?
Ah, the blind sniper. So you actually can see.
Release her. Or else you'll have my bullets to answer to.
Your friend is beyond help, Sniper. There's no stopping Silver's revival.
Just as Trigger fires a shot, the enemy vanishes into a fissure with Soldier 11 in his arms. More enemies begin closing in, and by the time Trigger finishes dealing with them, the fissure has already closed.
Damn you.
Wait,
Silver's revival. What did he mean by that?
are the lights on her mask changing color? Huh. Is that like a mood ring or something? Huh. It's me. Sorry, could you help me relay a message to the captain when you have the time? Soldier 11 and I will be using up all of our leave starting today. Are you going on vacation together without me? I'm already racking my brain trying to figure out what I did to upset you. You know it's not like that. I know. Soldier 11, haven't you found her yet? Yeah. Please don't tell the captain about this just yet. She's already got enough on her plate. Are you sure you don't need my help? I appreciate the offer, but it won't be necessary. I don't want to kick the hornet's nest. After all, Soldier 11's recent frequent redeployments are also on orders from the higher-ups. Then am I the kick or the hornet's nest? I want to be the hornet's nest. That way you'll think of me whenever you talk about hornets. Why would I ever talk about hornets? Ugh, never mind. There's something else, too. What? There's more? I want to know. What does Silver's revival mean? Sounds like a new Asher Yao album. You're so sleep-deprived that you've lost your sense of humor. Silver's revival, or whatever. Want me to ask about it on internet? You're the best. Call me as soon as you have something. I always miss hearing your sweet voice. Aw, stop it, you. Save your sweet talk for someone who actually needs it. Now, Soldier Trigger, I order you to go and get some rest. I wonder who our commanding officer is in this case. Huh. Okay. Oh no. Really? The contact is a young woman on 6th Street holding a fried chicken burger. A young woman holding... So, wait, she actually can't use her eyes, but... Wait, why are the lights off suddenly? Huh. And wait a minute. Are those pistols? Or... Yeah, because those look like the... barrel of a... I don't want to say a magnum, but... Yeah, because all handguns are magnums, duh. No, they're clearly not, but... What are those for? They don't look like any attachments for her sniper. For a rifle, for a sniper rifle. The words. Curious. Well, we might as well go find our contact. And of course it's Anby. But wait, you don't have the fried chicken burger.
Hello.
Is it you? The one who contacted me on Internet?
Yep.
Huh?
Oh, the burger. Sorry, I was starving, so I already finished it. Thanks for coming to meet me. Long story short, we need to stop Silver from coming back. By the way, what was your name again?
I hadn't introduced myself. I'm still unsure if I can trust you.
Oh.
Don't take it personally. I'm always cautious with people I've just met, especially someone from Internet who claims to have intel without any solid proof. But I have to admit, you do seem kind of familiar. Even though I can't see your face, you somehow remind me of a friend. A friend who's in danger.
They've taken her, haven't they?
Wait, how much do you actually know?
I'm just as clueless as you about what's happening. But you might have heard of me. I'm Anby, the former captain of Silver Company.
So, you're...
Yeah, that's me. I'm the one who died in Soldier 11's place.
Wait, what?
So you should get why I feel responsible for her.
Would you understand if I say I'm still not completely convinced?
No worries. I've dealt with even more skeptical people before. Trust isn't gained on words alone. So how about we meet inside the hollow?
Inside the hollow?
I'm not the best with words. Showing you through my actions might be more convincing. You just need to see me in battle.
So, actually, I just noticed the red triangles in Trigger's hair. What's that about? Like, what are those supposed to help with? It can't be for keeping the hair out of her eyes, because, again, we've already established that Trigger is blind. Or, yeah, that she can't use her eyes anymore. So what are those for? Wind detection? Who knows. So you're that Anby. Sorry, I can't trust you yet. Then it looks like I must earn your trust. Let's meet in the hollow. Once you've seen my combat skills, you'll understand what I mean. Alright, it's a deal. Let's each head back and prepare. Oh, now we're playing as Anby. Okay. So, also, now that I realize it on Anby's, because I don't really use Anby that much, or, you know, A-rank Anby, but what's the point of the circles here? Like, the circles on her sleeves. I get, like, the backpack is, like, would be, like, some sort of capacitor for the electric energy she generates. But what is the circles for? Well, I guess we'll never know, really. Also, the handlebars on her sleeves. What's that about? Like, I've never really taken a look at Anby's design because, you know, combat in this game gets a bit frantic, so you don't really get to notice the little details of the outfit unless you're in, like, one of these slow moments. But yeah. I don't know what's with the handles, nor what's with, like, the little circles there. Anby, you still haven't gone back to the Cunning Hares? Have I imposed too much? Sorry, I'll help out around the shop. Actually, please don't. Every time you sort videotapes, 18 has to go through and relabel them. Are you and Nicole having a fight? No, I would never fight with Nicole. It's just, I got caught up in a sticky situation, and I don't want to drag the Cunning Hares into it. Oh, I see how it is. So dragging us into it is okay, just not them? that's not what I meant. I'll help out around the store, and I'll bring you burgers too. Anby. What? You can stay here as long as you want. If you need help, we'll always be there for you. I understand. Thank you. I'd like to rest for a bit now. I have an appointment later that I need to keep. Get some rest. If Nicole comes knocking, I can stall her for a bit, but I can't keep it from her forever, you know. Ah, that was Chapter 1. Okay. On to Chapter 2. Anby, are you going out? Yeah, is there anything you'd like me to bring back? Juice, burgers, milk, burgers, or anything? I might pass by a store on the way back from the Hollow. Off to the Hollows again? Just like that? I made an agreement with someone. Rest assured, I've already prepared the carrot. I won't need to bother you this time, Proxy. We don't need milk or burgers. We just want you to return safe and sound. Don't worry, I will. In that case, I'll be off. So are we going as Stun Anby? Yep. Okay. Interesting. Oh, no. I hate these things. Like, they just exist to waste your time. You're very punctual. Back then, I used to make soldiers who were late do push-ups. Soldier 11 is the same. As long as I've known her, she's never missed an appointment, nor has she ever been out of contact. We'll find her, Trigger. Can I call you Trigger? Please do. I don't have any nicer sounding names. This time, leave the fighting to me. All you need to do is carefully observe my movements. Don't worry, I'll cover you, when I deem it necessary.
Let me take a good look at your movements.
Stand by.
That was bad.
Copy that.
I should not be getting caught in these combo strings. What is wrong with me?
Ether vision activate. You're cornered.
Unfortunately, the enemy is too weak. I won't be able to show you my full combat abilities.
Confident, aren't we?
You don't strike me as the type of person who'd say something like that.
Wait. Did I miss one? Crap. Now that I know those are in play. Okay, didn't miss one right here. You always gotta be, you can never be too careful, honestly. Ah, see? I figured I missed one. Anyway, there you guys are.
Copy that.
I see now. There's no mistaking it. You really are that Anby. A person's fighting style is a raw response in life and death situations. It can't be easily faked like a resume or some other physical token. You and Soldier 11, the way you fight and use ether, it's nearly identical. Incredible.
We're sisters. Assuming that sisters means replicas from the same blueprint, that is.
So the rumors circulating in the military about Silver Company, they're really true?
How much have you heard?
Only that Silver Company no longer exists. But biologically creating soldiers in mass quantities. How could that even be possible?
From what I know, besides intelligent constructs, everyone is born biologically. Delivered by storks, so they say. So
What?
making one isn't much different from making 100.
Was that supposed to be a joke?
Yeah, my jokes never really hit the mark. Sorry about that.
No. I'm the one who should be saying sorry. I was just astonished. I never thought the military had this level of technology. If they could mass-produce soldiers, then why would they still...
I understand. If they could use replicas as cannon fodder, then why still risk human lives? That's what you're thinking, right?
I was trying to say it in a more... diplomatic way.
It's okay. I won't take offense. Not over this. They'd probably say the reason is because replicas are simply too expensive. While a Silver Company soldier could change the game, it costs nearly as much as training a top-tier general and paying their fees and pension for their family. The real cost isn't in creating the mind or body, but in replicating the subject's unique physical abilities, mental aptitude, and reflexes. And what's even more costly is that, for reasons that were not fully understood when the research was halted, these unique qualities couldn't be fully replicated in mass production. As for the inferior ones, they were deemed as disposable.
Oh.
Anby. That's
Oh, God.
not what I meant.
Yeah, I'm sure you didn't. But there's always someone who does mean that. There's always someone with an agenda, trying to use us. Maybe that's why Silver Company fell. I won't forgive those people. Any of them. However, the downfall itself isn't entirely a bad thing. With Silver Company gone, their evil technology was lost with it. Or so I thought. Until now.
Silver's revival. So you're saying someone has resurrected that technology? Soldier 11's abduction seems linked to this. I have to admit, your theory has some merit. But as far as I know, all the data from that time was erased. Could it be the Defense Force? Hold on. Something doesn't add up.
What are you thinking about?
If they truly wanted to secretly revive this technology, they wouldn't need to take Soldier 11 at all. I know my squad mate. All it would take is an order from up top, and she'd put herself on the operating table without a peep.
What?
Really? So, that's how she is now.
He's not
She's the model
entirely like
example
that.
of a loyal soldier. Isn't that how you remember Soldier 11?
At least.
No, I never
Oh.
knew a Soldier 11 in the past. Only...
How could this be happening? There shouldn't be so many ethereals here.
I recognize this formation. We once used it to battle ethereals.
What?
It's another legacy of Silver Company. Back then, we had a brilliant sister who excelled in strategy over combat. Let's handle this. The person we're after must be behind it. TWCA Type 3.
Is that the name of that formation?
This bullet will
So
reach
things
its
get
mark.
curiouser and curiouser.
This feels familiar. I don't like it.
Not one for nostalgia? I'm starting to understand you more now. Quick shot! Ether vision activated.
Well, the one benefit of having 2 stun units is the enemy should never get a chance to act.
Stay on your feet.
Recalibrating.
Standing by.
Yup, like that.
The target's weary.
So technically this Dullahan should never be able to stand up straight, because we just keep knocking him down as a result.
Take on.
Show no mercy. Ether vision activate. Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill.
Like that. Another Anby.
Anby, what is that?
Fascinating.
the old Silver Squad uniform.
Might as well check if we didn't miss anything.
I see.
Like, really hate to have
Let's
to
give
backtrack. Okay, there. Got that one coming up here. Alright. Let's keep going in, shall we? Uh-oh.
As expected of Captain, her skills, they're still as sharp as ever. Truly remarkable. I feel honored just being her defect. Silver Squad can't be without its captain. Ouch. Give me some meds, eh?
Why is her voice overlaid like that?
You're the worst of any defect! I know you can't talk, but is there something wrong with your nerves, too? Be gentle! Seriously, I have fewer and fewer parts of my original body, and yet I feel more and more pain. I'm curious why that is. But you wouldn't understand such a complex question, would you? Because you're an idiot.
Wait, I just noticed. Why is she called
Enough.
Twiggy?
Stop making that miserable noise.
That's a
Now,
curious name.
About our subject. She's still alive, right? There you are. So, they call you Soldier 11 now, right? What a hideous name. But looking at you now, you do have a pretty face. Pretty and pitiful. This face is the only thing we have left in common. Aside from that, I'm nothing like you. I've lost all my limbs. I'm no longer a complete member of Silver Squad. And I need a complete body for the experiment. Which is why I need you. What? You're asking me what happened? But you should know what happened that day. It was the day you weren't there. Captain Anby traded herself for you. Even with her incredible strength, she could only save one of us. But why did it have to be you? Why not me? Why not Twiggy? Tell me why! They were all dead. Heaps and heaps of corpses crushing me. When they found me, my limbs were severely corrupted. I couldn't move. I couldn't fight back. I used to be a soldier, ready to defend this city. But that day, I was...
Oh.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? You startled me. All right, fine. You're just here to remind me, right? They're here to pick up today's shipment. I'll go handle it. After that, I'll come back and tell you the rest of today's story. It seems Soldier 11 is being held captive here. So what's the plan?
The plan?
Shh. Let's discuss it over there.
I don't think Anby has much of a plan other than break things down and get in. Let's see what she says. She says it's very simple. I don't even need a plan to explain it. Infiltrate the place and rescue Soldier 11. Anby, that's not the plan, that's the goal. Trigger, you're not gonna get much. Go on, I'm listening. That's it. That's the whole plan. Yep. Please provide support from outside. This is something I have to settle alone. If anyone can do it, it's me. Is this how Silver Squad always operates? I'm the captain, and so that's how it's always been done. However, back then, there was usually a backup plan. Twiggy was always in charge of the backup plans. Twiggy, if I'm not mistaken, she's the enemy we're facing now, right? I don't know why she's become like this. Well, you don't, but we do. And it's horrifying. Her backup plans. What's her style? First, feign weakness before turning the tables with unorthodox tactics. For her, no cost is too great to regain the upper hand. That does sound like a proper backup plan. After all, it's a plan that would only be utilized when every other option has been exhausted. I'll keep in contact with you through the headset. Don't try to be a hero, Anby. If anything happens to you, you won't be able to save Soldier 11 on your own, right? I understand, and I'll be careful. I was going to try to be supportive, but since you don't need it, never mind then.
This place is cold.
I sensed the frigid air from outside. It carries a strange scent, too.
Oh, they both hum the same song. That's both creepy and adorable.
Someone's entering. Are you hidden?
Don't worry. It's dark here, and the machines are pretty noisy. They won't detect me.
Soldier 11, wakey wakey. That's odd. I know I've taken quite a few samples from you and injected some meds, but you'll tough it out, won't you? Won't you? Do you enjoy being pampered? Because you're the youngest sister? Oh, that won't do. Get up and play with me. Good.
Wait,
That's
Soldier
my
11 is
girl.
technically younger than Anby?
Now, let's continue our story.
Oh my
Where
goodness.
was I? Ah, yes. About how some kind scavengers found me without limbs. Such kind-hearted folks. They sold me. And unfortunately, my ignorant new owner couldn't see any use for a limbless worm like me. So I was sold off again. I was treated
what
like
the hell?
merchandise on the black market. Sold alongside gangster stuff and modded bamboo. That's when I realized we Silver Company soldiers weren't any different from bamboo. Just made of flesh and blood. The only real distinction is we feel more pain. And that's when I met her. She bought me as a trophy girl, cut me open and operated on me, checking my internal organs by hand. Anesthesia doesn't work on us. You know that, right?
Wait, isn't that
So
the
it
same
hurt.
woman from...
It hurt like hell. Then,
Ah, damn
Out
it.
of the
What's that
blue,
come from? Vision.
she
The one who
smiled
tried
at
to
me.
get Hartman killed.
looking back
No, not
now,
Hartman.
I think she must have noticed something
The egg-shaped guy.
unusual
I'll
about my
remember his name
body.
eventually.
She told me that
That
she
looks
was
like the
once a
same woman.
military doctor, but was discharged, and now worked as a rogue doctor. She was familiar with everything about Silver Company, and was willing to help me. So, I underwent surgery and received mechanical prosthetics. Nothing too fancy. I don't think I'll ever use them for combat, but they serve their purpose, helping me stand and do calculations. My true value lies in my memory. You see, my brain is the only thing that has remained intact. Thus, I remember everything. I remember our home and the time spent with our sisters. I remember
that as long as we fought alongside our captain, we were considered the most powerful fighting force. I remember assisting in their research and using my own 2 hands to welcome new sisters into this world. That rogue doctor used her connections to get me some incomplete research data. Using my fragmented memories combined with that data, I was able to piece things together. And now, I've nearly revived the technology of Silver Company. Fortunately, I've remembered. I've survived and can recall our past. And now, reforming Silver Squad is my mission.
Actually,
Because
how
this
many
is my
more
home.
are there?
Are.
Like, how many more of these supposed clones are out there?
So, do you like my plan, Captain Anby?
When
Oh,
did you
hello.
notice me?
My little puppy spotted you a while ago, and I instructed her to raise the alarm. You know, Captain, I'm actually glad you're here. I've been thinking that we need to talk.
Give her back, and then we'll talk.
If you want her, come get her yourself.
Oh dear. Here we go.
Trigger!
Say no more. I've got it.
Oh, so she's not a dog assist. I thought she would be. You know, given the little sniper.
Holding position. Adjusting for wind.
Alright, so like, I get why Twiggy? Like, why she's pissed. And, you know, why she wants to do, why she's doing what she's doing.
That was easy.
But at the same time, what the hell?
Roger.
And also, that still begs the question, how many other Silver Soldier clones, I guess, are still out there? Unless they were all
Engage
disposed?
my bullets. Are one with the
'Cause, yeah,
wind.
we don't know that for a fact. And for all we know, there could be more. And based on what Twiggy said, there probably are more,
You're in my sights.
if not from her own
Ether
creation,
activate.
than from the original squad.
The target's weary. Yeah.
Is that it? Okay, yeah, that's it.
That's the Captain Anby I know. Cleaning your knives with the filthy blood of this scum suits you. Don't give me that, idiot. Now you're worried about whose side I'm on? Our side, of course. I created you so you never saw Captain Anby in her prime. After everything I've been through, I thought I would have forgotten. But I still remember. So, have you ditched the uniform, Captain?
Twiggy.
I'd keep it as pajamas if I were you. It's nice to reminisce about the days of glory and agony, isn't it?
I never knew you were still alive, Twiggy.
Yeah, I was always the worst at fighting, but I survived. It's only natural for you not to expect that, Captain.
You're not as terrible a fighter as you think. Your sharp mind makes up for it.
Yes, you said something similar before. I'll never forget that. You persuaded them to keep me, and you encouraged me to acknowledge my true value. You're right. I am valuable. I understand that all too well now. Trash may perish easily, but not me. I'm valuable. Precious even. There's always someone who sees value in me. Just like you did before. Sometimes I wonder if I were just an ordinary citizen in New Eridu and not part of Silver Squad, maybe I could have become a researcher at the White Star Institute, studying deep topics like 3 forms of etheric manifestation in specific hollows. Sure, I might be sharp, but there are different kinds of smart. Growing up in Silver Squad, I had no street smarts. Competing for profit, seeing through lies, and striving for a better life with limited resources. These I had to learn the hard way, year after year.
You've been through a lot. Is that why you're doing this now?
I don't need a reason. At least not one to convince you. The only person I've needed to convince is my backer.
You know better than anyone. Silver Company was an evil undertaking. That technology should never resurface.
Evil? Are you suggesting that you, I, and our sisters were all evil?
We are evil incarnate.
Whoa.
So, we should all just be destroyed?
No, but we should not continue in our evil.
Oh, I see. That's very enlightening, Captain. We should be eating burgers, watching movies, working a job, and going on dates. Instead of being maimed, sold, tortured, and struggling to survive. You know I care for you, Captain Anby. Whatever you do, I won't hold it against you. But that doesn't mean you can stand here and say these things so lightly to my face.
You know where I am, don't you? You know where I live, what burgers I like, what movies I watch, and who I spend time with. Since you know, you're welcome to visit me anytime, Twiggy. I'm your
Wait,
captain.
What?
I'll personally deliver the punishment you deserve, and then seek redemption with you together.
Captain.
Oh, wait. Anby,
We
what are
can
you
still
planning
make
here?
things right before you make a greater mistake. Fortunately, I found you before things got any worse. I have so much to tell you, but maybe another time. For now, we should...
What? Oh. Okay.
All right, I'm returning your favorite girl. Now we're even, Anby.
Twiggy?
I said we're even. From now on, you can stop acting like a captain and save this foolish talk.
Soldier 11! Wake up, Soldier 11! Anby, she doesn't look good. We need to get out of this hollow ASAP.
I see how it is. Twiggy, I'll be back. I won't just abandon you.
You sicken me. Like I said, just save the foolish talk. I can't stand to hear that kind of mush from someone who looks exactly like me.
It's not mush. And I hope you'll get used to it. Let's go, Trigger.
Hey, go contact you-know-who. Ugh, cut the crap! You think I don't realize I shouldn't cut the middleman and contact the client directly? But look at the mess we're in! The junk she's brought won't fix this. Our best shot is exploiting Anby's inner weakness. She's let go of her most lethal weapon, her daring and ruthless fighting style. Now she's like a hired gun with a family to feed, focused on surviving to get the paycheck. I can handle her if we exploit that. But I need to keep everything in check, or else all my efforts so far will have been...
You've been diligent, little Twiggy.
Stop calling me that!
As you know, your research is crucial. You're just like me.
We're here to foster hope. Our work is the only cause worth fighting for in this world. Of course, I understand. Sometimes, when hope is scarce, certain issues can only be resolved with sheer violence. The stuff I mentioned last time is ready. Send some of your people to retrieve it. It's not exactly new Eridu tech, so use it carefully.
Well, that's quite a bit to digest, don't you think? So, okay, so let's just break down what we've learned so far. We know that Anby is a clone of someone. We don't know who this someone is, but whoever they are is incredibly powerful, has high ether aptitude, and is scarily smart. But we don't know how many clones there were. And now with Twiggy apparently making her own batch, we don't know how many of her clones there are now. So now that begs the question, exactly how many versions or how many Anby faces are running around New Eridu? Whether in the city proper or its hollows. That's a terrifying thing to consider, don't you think? I can imagine Billy like finding one and just saying something completely stupid or whatever. Let's see. It's fine. I understand if you don't feel like talking right now. How is Soldier 11's condition? The answer will only make you feel worse. She still hasn't regained consciousness. As you requested, I left her at the Random Play video store. The kind siblings working there are taking care of her as we speak. It's been so long, but the shop has barely changed. But now's not the time to be talking about that. You must be anxious to see her. Come with me. Anby, you're back. Looks like whatever you got mixed up in this time was pretty serious. Game? Hello? Anything you want to know? Soldier 11, how is her condition? Stable, that's all I can say. Her body temperature, heart rate, and pulse are all remaining stable. Honestly, given her current state, that's actually quite abnormal. Moreover, she hasn't regained consciousness. Would you like to see her? I mean, she's right there. Huh. Really, Gabe? You won't tell us her name? I'm pretty sure it's not Soldier 11, but come on.
What is this place? And who am I?
You're awake, Harin.
Oh, that's
You're
her name.
awake. I've been worried about you, Soldier 11.
Soldier 11? Is that my name? It sounds odd and could easily get confused with another number like Soldier 161051. Only a fool would call herself that.
Oddly specific.
I can see you're doing much better now. But I won't let you talk about yourself like that.
Her memories seem jumbled. The injuries might be more serious than they appear. When a Silver Company replica is severely wounded, their memories are often the first thing to fail. Even me, all those years ago, there was a time when I couldn't remember anything.
Is that so? Then what about your combat skills? Were they affected?
Would the Defense Force abandon her if she couldn't fight anymore? Well, I know we wouldn't do that. Proxy,
Yeah, having one more mouth to feed won't hurt. It's nothing compared to our monthly electricity bill.
plus our little black cat needs another playmate. He's already getting bored of us.
You know how short-handed we are, right, Charon? Oops, I mean Trigger.
Charon?
Like, that's her actual name?
There you go, trying to be funny again.
When did we
Guess
learn
that's
that?
your unique charm, manager. Jokes aside, I can't vouch for the Defense Force, but I can promise that Obel Squad won't abandon her.
I see. Well, we know how resilient she is, so...
No, seriously, when did
we're
we learn her
confident she'll
name?
bounce back.
It seems you and Soldier 11 go way back, Anby. Could you share more about her? And maybe how we can help her recover faster? We're here to help. Are you sure it won't be too much trouble for you?
Don't worry. Nicole's caused a lot more trouble for us. Besides, Soldier 11 is our friend too.
I see. In that case, what she needs now is nothing too out of the ordinary. Warmth, comfort, safety, and relaxation. Also, some familiar faces, as well as her favorite foods. Ah, right. I should get her some burgers for an energy boost. I'll be right back. Not so fast, Anby. Burgers aren't exactly Soldier 11's favorite.
Yeah, it's spicy noodles.
They're not? What does she like then?
It seems Trigger already left to get it.
You'll probably find her near Waterfall Soup. By the way, General Chop is concerned about Soldier 11 as well. Be sure to let him know that she's improving.
Yeah, don't worry. She's in good hands with us here.
So, Soldier 11's real name is Harin. Harin. Huh. That's a nice name. Like, it's not... I here thought it would be something out of the ordinary or something, but... Like, I don't even know where you get the name Twiggy from. Like, her... That... It feels weird to refer to her as that Anby, because she's technically her own person, despite being a clone. But, yeah, how the hell did you get a name like Twiggy out of that? I don't think Anby's limbs are that skinny, you know?
I got Soldier 11's favorite spicy noodles from that enthusiastic chef. I couldn't see if the noodles look spicy, but just the steam from the chili peppers alone is making me cry.
So, spicy noodles is her thing. I had no idea.
Well, that's the Soldier 11 I know. She would come to 6th Street whenever she had free time. Maybe she feels more at home here than back in the barracks. She rarely talked about anything other than training, combat, and promotions. But when she did, she'd usually mention super spicy noodles, the video store owners, the arcade, and cats.
Did she ever talk about me?
You might not like the answer.
Oh dear.
Soldier 11 has never brought you up, but she seems fixated on a certain betrayal. Apparently, someone very important to her that she admired greatly vanished without a trace, leaving her to deal with that awful situation by herself. The person left without so much as an explanation. In the military, such actions are seen as desertion. And eventually, such deserters are marked as KIA by detached and indifferent officers. Does any of that ring a bell?
I have nothing to say. Even if she resents me, she has the right to do so.
That's pretty cold, even for me. May I suggest something?
What's that?
If you want to mend things with Soldier 11, don't say anything like that to her. Trust me, don't.
But that's the truth. I have no excuses for that. I lost my memory when I left the army. Once it returned, I wanted to contact Soldier 11, so I asked Nicole to check on her. Then I learned that she was doing well, that she had joined Obel Squad, and that she's an exemplary soldier who recently got promoted. She had a new captain and new comrades, so I felt her troubled past in Silver Squad might only weigh her down. I had no reason to show up again. Trigger,
What?
tell me, if you were me, you would have made the same call, right?
If I were you... Yes, I might have.
That's what I thought. So, even if she hates me, I deserve it.
But I'm not you, Anby. That's the point. If I were in your shoes, I would let Soldier 11 know she was never betrayed or abandoned. I'd let her know that her comrades would search to the ends of the earth for her, and that they'd never forget her.
Trigger, you're really amazing.
That's all you have to say?
Yeah, I'm really impressed. It must be nice to have you as a comrade.
I'm not so sure about that. But we have more pressing matters to discuss now. What are you planning to do next?
I'm heading back into the Hollow to put an end to everything with Twiggy. That evil tech must never resurface again. But before that, I want to apologize to Soldier 11.
Wait,
Apologize?
why
But
are you
given the current
using
state of
her
her memory,
title
she
instead of her
might not
name?
remember
Shouldn't
it
you be using her
afterward.
name?
That's the idea.
I'm
Wait.
confused.
Really?
Yeah, that's the best choice for my cowardly side.
Seems like it's really weighing on your mind. All right, if there's anything I can do, just say the word.
In that case, I need you to prove something to me.
Prove something? Like what?
Prove that you can take good care of Soldier 11. That's the only way I can hand her over to her new comrades without worrying.
Alleviating all your worries might not be a good thing either. But I understand. I'll prove that I can take care of her. Now then, let's head back. After all, we don't want to show up with a bowl of soggy noodles for our patient.
Also, I just noticed something about Trigger's design. So whatever that thing in the front of her, like underneath her chin, that's literally a trigger. Oh my god. I can't tell if that's placed there for the sake of a pun or, you know, being blatantly obvious with what that is. Like, what would that even help her with? I don't think that would be like a comfortable chin rest to at least keep her head steady while she's aiming. If anything, that looks incredibly uncomfortable. Huh. Anyways, hey General Chop. Oh, okay. Wait, Anby, please tell her that she's the reason my shop is always open late at night. No pressure or rush. She can just come after you can just come after finishing up her work. General Chop will be here. Oh. Okay. Damn. I wish I knew like a shop owner or a restaurant owner like that. Pardon me. And she's still passed out. Looks like I've been causing a lot of trouble for you. That's right, so we're billing it all on the Cutting Hair's account. No! Oh? As of right now, I am not Anby of the Cunning Hairs. But you walk, talk, and look like Anby of the Cunning Hairs. So you must be Anby of the Cunning Hairs. Whoa, how can we possibly keep teasing you when you're making a face like that? Jeez, look at you. You're absolutely exhausted. What you need right now is some sleep. How about it? Want to sleep on my bed? It's really soft, you know. It is objectively very soft. Anby, I also think it's best if you go get some rest right now. Tomorrow... Worry about tomorrow's problems tomorrow. That's what we do whenever we receive an enormous electric bill, anyway. Or maybe you're not ready to sleep just yet? If you'd rather watch a movie to relax, I don't mind keeping you company. Any new arrivals worth watching recently? Whoa, I didn't think you'd actually be up for it. Still, I'm glad you have the energy. After all, I won't be able to finish what's coming next if I don't pull myself together. Oh, what is it? Is it a fight? Pretty much. It's a date. A date? Good night. Wow, way to leave Belle hanging there. Alright, let's see our finale for this little side story. I didn't see Soldier 11 or Trigger in the store. Do you know where they went? Though they didn't tell me where they were headed, they're probably out on a date together, right? A date? Why didn't they take me along with them? What? Why should they have to bring you along? Based on my experience, the optimal number of people for a date is no more than 2. Trigger wants to prove to me that she can take care of Soldier 11. If I'm not present, how can she prove it to me? Maybe she just wants to go on a normal date and cheer Soldier 11 up. Not to mention, Soldier 11 really is one tough cookie. Didn't she get seriously injured? Is it really okay for her to be running around outside like this? Being able to use all their energy to prioritize stabilizing vital signs, retaining maximum combat effectiveness, that is the most basic requirement of a qualified silver company soldier. Words. Hard. Anby. What? You do know that someday you'll have to tell us the whole story, right? Whether you want to involve us or not, Belle and I are part of this and we have the right to know. Can I refuse? I know that once I tell you the whole truth, you two definitely won't leave me alone. Just like a blockbuster movie, no matter how complete the original story is, they'll always find a way to make a terrible sequel. I just don't want to see that sequel. Now, that's a hard metaphor to follow. It really isn't. But there are some really good sequels out there, too. Yeah, and sometimes the second film is terrible, but the third one turns out to be surprisingly great. We won't force you. We just hope you know that you're never alone. Wise is right. Besides, isn't this exactly what friends are for? I remember the first time I met you, Anby, and you were even more naive back then than you are now. But even then, I already had a feeling that we would become partners with a bond of trust and share moments that could never be replaced together. Huh? Yes, thank you for the reminder. Compared to who I was back then, I should have made some progress by now. Please help me contact Nicole and everyone at the Cunning Hairs, you two. Whoa, is your runaway saga finally over? I have something I want to say to them before it all ends. Belle? Okay, what is Belle laughing at? Like, boom! Called it, Wise! Told you Anby would contact the Cunning Hairs today. Come on, time to cough up my 5,000 Denny's. Ugh, you actually got it right, Belle. And there I was, thinking it was premature to go ahead and contact Nicole and the others like that. So you two already contacted everyone at the Cunning Hairs before I asked? Nope, that was all Belle. Nicole, Billy, and Nekomata should have arrived at 6th Street by now. Belle and I still have to open up the shop. Do you mind if we don't go looking for them with you? I won't get lost. Thank you so much. Really, I'm truly grateful. So I see Anby is just as naive. Fair enough.
Nicole.
Well, look who decided to come back.
I'm sorry for leaving without saying anything. You can punish me however you see fit, Nicole.
What's the use in punishing you? If anything, I'd prefer some compensation. So, how do you plan to make it up to me? I'm waiting.
I'll give up my favorite burger. From now on, I'll eat noodles every day.
Hey, that's more like compensating General Chop than me.
That won't cut it, huh? Then I won't try to squeeze in between you and Nekomata when we watch movies.
Come on. Nekomata's usually the one who's squeezing in between you and me. Show me some sincerity here.
I see. Okay. I'll forfeit my paychecks from now on.
That's a bit much.
Oh?
Yes, and I'll persuade Billy to give up his pay too. Is that good enough for you?
Wait a sec. Are you trying to tarnish our reputation as an honest business? Forget it. You owe me big. I'll tell you what I need from you later.
Nicole.
Fine. Forget it. Just spare me that pitiful look. Listen, Anby. It doesn't matter who you were or what mess you've gotten into. The cunning hairs doesn't need to be a burden to you. We don't need you to shield us, and we won't intrude when you need space. You're not the only one here with a troubled past. I just wish you'd trust me more. Otherwise, I feel like I'm a total failure.
Sorry. I won't try to justify what I did. I shouldn't have run off on my own. Once this is over, I'll answer all your questions. No more hiding anything.
That's my good girl. You're a terrible liar, you know.
I know. By the way, I have a favor to ask you.
Oh, you finally need me?
Yeah. There's a woman who looks like me. She wears a Defense Force uniform and goggles. I think she should be pretty easy to spot. Can you help me locate her?
Piece of cake. On average, finding a cat takes us 3 hours, 14 minutes, and 8 seconds. Finding a person is way easier. I'll contact some of my sources. I'll let you know as soon as I get any information.
I'm confused. Wait. So is Anby say? Wait, is Nicole saying that she already knew about all this? And she was just waiting on Anby to say something? Huh. Wait, why doesn't Billy get a voiced segment? Oh, come on. Anby, it's so good to finally see you. I was this close to mentally preparing myself to lose you. This close! I apologize for leaving without saying goodbye. I'm truly sorry. I won't let you lose me. Well, I'll do my best. How have you all been lately? Nicole's been ranting about you every day. Actually, she's known... she's known that you've been crashing with the proxies this whole time. She just thought busting in to take you away would defeat the purpose. So, when you took the initiative to contact her, no matter how angry she seemed, deep down she was probably really relieved. As for Nekomata, and don't be startled, she's been genuinely really worried about you. Nekomata was worried about me? You may not have been able to see it, but our little Nekomata has been quite restless indeed. Even though we knew the proxies were taking care of you, we also knew you seemed to be mixed up in something heavy. And she understands better than almost anyone just how wrong the idea of just solving the problem with your own strength is. Just yesterday, Nekomata was muttering to herself, if only I had paid more attention to her. She cares about me? Yeah, she even has a gift for you. She said that she wants to give it to you once she sees you again. She has a gift for me? You look pretty shocked. To be honest, so am I. Really, I can't help but marvel at how amazing the friendships between girls can be. Maybe I should watch a few more flicks about girl bands or something like that. Oh, right. When you see Nekomata, make sure you don't tell her I said any of that. Otherwise, she'll definitely scratch out my paint job with her claws. Just like a ball of steel wool on a non-stick pan. Anby, promise me. Please, say that you promise me. And we're not giving him anything. Well, okay, well, does Nekomata have a voiced segment? What the hell?
Who's there?
Anby! It's you!
Weird that Billy doesn't have his own segment.
It's been a while. I bet it must have been nice not having me around for a bit.
Yeah, definitely. It was pretty nice to not have to compete for space to lay in Nicole's lap for a change.
Humans have 2 legs, so 2 people can lay on their lap. At least, that's what I heard in a movie once.
That's our boring burger girl. You only sound cool when you're quoting movie lines. Alright, to help make you more interesting, Nekomata has a special gift for you. Here you go.
What? Oh, that's kind of adorable. Aw.
Oh, a doll. Is it supposed to be me? With this rough stitching, I'm guessing you sewed it yourself? This is too much, Nekomata.